Hello, viewers. Warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Good to be with you. Always good to be with you in live chats. Two new stories in this live chat. Today I'm a little early. Why? Because I think I should share these new stories with you as soon as possible because these are important developments about Ethiopia, about the region. The PM Abiy spoke at the parliament today. There are three videos on that today. I told you about the questions asked there. Then I told you about the speech by PM Abiy when he mentioned coup. I summarized his speech regarding answers to questions about human rights abuses allegedly being committed by military, about inflation, about Christian Tadesse. Then I did a video about his talk regarding the Somalia, the president of Somalia. He mocked the president of Somalia. Uh, I want to add what he said about Sudan and what he said about MOU with Somaliland. Is Ethiopian government going to throw Somaliland under the bus? Is Musibai Abdi going to be thrown under the bus by Ethiopian PM Abiy? What did he say about MOU with Somaliland? Is PM Abiy showing willingness to withdraw from the MOU if Somalia makes a better offer? By the way, 2 days ago, I hinted at that 24 hours ago in a live chat. I said, I'll speak in detail on that. Secondly, Tefera Mamo, where is he? We have been waiting for him to appear. He went missing on Sunday. We heard from reliable sources that he had joined Fano. Still, some people disputed this report. They said that he had not joined Fano. He appeared in a video just a few minutes ago. What did he say? Did he speak? Where is he? Details for you in this video. Drum is the first viewer who commented today. He says, hi, how are you, Drum? Ogdugi says, Indian man, are you from Tamil? I'm not Indian. I have clarified that several times. I am not from India. Indians and Pakistanis, they look very similar in terms of appearance, so it's difficult to differentiate between them. Just like people of some African countries are similar. Bashe joined to Bashe says, hi Sajid, how are you? Is live chat in advance? Yeah, it's a little earlier today. It's partly due to the important developments which I wanted to share with you. And secondly, I think it gets very late here where I am for the live chats to be on the usual time. So I'll start early now from today, maybe an hour uh, earlier than the live chat schedule. What do you know regarding the expansion 16th century Ethiopia? Who is asking Umar Ijarsa. Is this a question or a test about my knowledge of Ethiopian history? Zipan joined, says, hi, how are you, Zipan? New name for me, Zipan. I think the screen name has Olafle or some flower. Said Ahau said, hi Sajid, we are waiting to update us. Thank you, Said Ahau. Orom Ticha joined. Hello, Mr. Sajid. Orom Ticha has been very critical of me, but recently Orom Ticha is showing a little positivity towards me in his comments. I'm highly obliged for that, by the way, Orom Ticha. Hassan Muhammad joined. How are you, Hassan? Uh, Ahmed says, hi, Sajid. Somali landers are saying that the MOU is still the main target for Ethiopia. Main target for Ethiopia. What does it mean? Are you saying that Ethiopia is still very committed to the MOU? It will surely implement it? Are you saying that? Ayan Hassan joined, says, Ahlan was sahlan Sajid. Welcome, Ayan Hassan. Where are you from? Do you know Arabic? I don't know, by the way. Just a few words I know. Ahmed said that this is the best option. Well, Ola uses Oromia national flag. Flag belongs to every Oromo, not just Ola. Thomas says, nice to see you, Sajid. Nice to see you too, Thomas. Nahom Architects joined from Addis Ababa. Yes, I'm early, Nahom. Will be a little early from tomorrow too, keeping in view the time difference where I am now. Ayan is from Ogadan. Ephraim Tisfai joined to T&O joined. Welcome, T&O. Says good evening. Let's start, viewers. I greeted all the participants. Thank you for joining. From tomorrow, we'll start live chats a little earlier, maybe an hour earlier than usual timing. Let's talk about Tefera Mamo first. It was being rumored about the channel joining Fano since Sunday. I confirmed through my sources. I told you he had joined Fano. Still, people disputed the reports. They said Sajid, no, he had not joined Fano. Some went to the extent. By the way, a viewer contacted me from the US, I think. He's based in the US or in Canada. And he shared a different story about Tefera Mamo. He said, according to his analysis and information, Tefera Mamo had been sent by the government, or at least allowed by the government to join Fano. We had a brief discussion. I said, what makes you say that? He said that when Zaminakasi was released, it was a deliberate, intentional decision by the government. Government wanted to undermine Skandar. And Zaminakasi was released. Skandar was dislodged from Gujam. He lost his Fano group. The same group was reclaimed by Zaminakasi. And now government has indirectly launched channel Tefera Mamo. Why? Because government wants to talk to Fano. Fano is not united. Tefera Mamo can create unity. And it would be easy for government. It will be easy for government to talk to Fano if Tefera Mamo somehow manages to unify all the Fano groups. This is what he said. I disagreed with him. I said that when Zaminakasi was released, the decision, if it was taken to weaken Skandar, partially succeeded. Otherwise, Zaminakasi then came out. He organized his Fano group. Skandar is organizing another Fano group. So one Fano leader who was in prison, he was allowed to work. That decision was a bad decision, I would say. If government has allowed Tefera Mamo to lead Fano, again, it's a wrong decision on the part of the government. Though I don't agree with this claim that government actually indirectly encouraged him to join Fano. I think that for the government, Tefera Mamo was not relevant. He was ill. He was trying to go to Israel for treatment. The government was not monitoring him, I think, and keeping in view his illness. So government did not see him as a relevant man. People say that it's a failure of Ethiopian intelligence agencies that the Tefera Mamo has joined Fano. I think the intelligence agencies did not take Tefera Mamo seriously. That is why they did not know what he was doing. Now, Tefera Mamo appeared in a video just a few minutes ago, a video shared by Fano sources. Uh, he was seen in the company of Fano fighters. It's a new video. We confirm that. It's a new video. Janel 2 says you are Sajid or Sajid's younger brother. Sajid has no younger brother. Uh, I have an elder brother only. So the video shows 3 or 4 Fano fighters sitting with Tefera Mamo. One of them is introducing Tefera Mamo. He says, Tefera Mamo, the great Tefera Mamo is with us. General Tefera Mamo, Amhara hero who fought for Amhara. No need of introduction. He is with us. And Tefera Mamo was seen smiling. So he is there in the company of Fano fighters. It has been confirmed now. Those who disputed my information, it's now smoking gun type of evidence for them that Tefera Mamo is there with Fano fighters. And by the way, if you watch the clip, Tefera Mamo looks in pretty good shape. Peace and love joined to welcome peace and love. How are you? He does not look like a very seriously ill man. No. I tried to watch. I watched that clip several times. I was trying to get a hint of his health condition. It's difficult though. He's sitting. But to me, he looked fine. He looked in pretty good shape. People have been saying that he's irrelevant, he's insignificant because he's ill, he has health issues, diabetes, etc. Other issues too, wounds too, reportedly. So he cannot be an asset. It would be a burden for Fano. But what I saw in the clip today, Tefera Mamo looked in good shape. So confirmation that he has joined Fano, he is in the company of Fano fighters. I tried to confirm which Fano group he joined, I could not. If you could help me, if you could, I will publish that clip after a few minutes. So this clip is available, by the way, in social media. Maybe people can give a hint about who the Fano fighters are in the company of Tefera Mamo. Are they from Gondar, Gujjam, Wollo, Shoa? We want to see which Fano group he is with, which Fano group is going to be led by him. Where is he based? How will he try to unite all the Fano group? What will he do? What will be his role? These are very important questions. Tefera Mamo joined to Fano is Abiy. What are you saying? Jafar says, Sajid again making a mountain out of a field. Mamu is not a big deal for the ENDF. Well, it's a big deal for ENDF. It should be a big deal, by the way. It should be a big deal for ENDF. If ENDF wants to contain Fano, it should be a big deal for ENDF. ENDF already made blunders in the operation against Fano. It would be another blunder to just say that Tefera Mamo joining Fano is insignificant. Beovinit says, I know which Fano group he has joined, but I won't tell you. Well, I will tell you, don't worry. I will tell you, don't worry. I can get the information. So give me some time, don't worry. Vollo joined. Hello, Sajid, and good evening. How are you, Vollo? Janmal Comsa says, I don't agree. Sajid, Mamu isn't going to make any impact. Okay, let's see. Let's not just argue. If you have any arguments, do share. Just saying, doing a conclusion. I give you arguments. I told you that Tefera Mamo led institutions. I told you that he worked in collaboration with top tier of Ethiopian security forces. I told you that he commanded thousands of fighters, thousands of soldiers. His joining Fano could be followed by others joining Fano too. Firstly. Secondly, I said he has loads of combat experience. He can use this experience to turn Fano groups into a more modern, more specialized, more hardened fighting units. I am sharing arguments with you. You're saying, no, he won't make any impact. Share arguments. Do you have any argument? You talked about his health. I have shown I told you about his clip. He looks in good shape. Diabetes is no big issue. People with diabetes are doing sporting activities. Now, EE says, let me hear you say on record that TPLF leadership, including Tadesse Werede, are criminals and belong in jail. Looks like he has a gun to my head. Why should I say that? Let's talk about the issue, the topics which I am covering in today's live chat. Secondly, viewers, Somalia, PM Abiy today in the parliament spoke about Somalia and Sudan. What did he say? What did he say about Sudan? Then Somalia. First, Sudan, viewers. He said that Ethiopia is neutral. It's not backing any party in the conflict in Sudan. It's not backing RSF or the military. RSF has been accusing TPLF of supporting Sudanese military. Sudanese military has been implying that Ethiopia has silent support for the rapid support force. He said that when there was war in northern Ethiopia, Sudanese military took advantage of the situation and took control of Al Fashara on Sudan-Ethiopia border. But Ethiopia won't do the same. And he said that it's just a matter of a few hours. Within a few hours, Ethiopia can retake Al Fashara now. Because there is war in Sudan, the military won't be able to defend now. Perhaps he's correct, I think. He's right. Yes, now military can take back Al Fashara. But he said that Ethiopia won't do that. We believe in living peacefully with our neighbors. He said that we are selling electricity to Sudan. Sudan is not paying us, but still we are selling electricity. We did not stop selling power to Sudan. Yeah, I know that. I wrote an article a few days ago about that Sudan was not paying for the electricity being bought from Ethiopia. But Ethiopia is still supplying power to Sudan. Why? Because if Ethiopia stops supplying power to Sudan, it would lose a customer. And sometimes I think if hydro power is being generated, it's better to supply it. It cannot be stored. It cannot be stored, I think. So you need to produce it and supply it. Secondly, he talked about Somalia. Very important statement. I today got a feeling, again, it's not based on any information from the inside, it's purely my analysis. I today got a feeling that Somaliland, Musibe Abdi, could be thrown under the bus by the Ethiopian government. Somaliland wants the implementation of MOU as soon as possible. Ethiopia dragging its feet, waiting for more attractive offers from other countries. Today, in the parliament, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia said that it signed memorandum of understanding with Somaliland because Somalia refused to talk to Ethiopia about access to sea. That is why Ethiopia was forced to sign this MOU. Neighboring countries did not show interest in giving sea access to Ethiopia. Darni is talking about my analysis about hydroelectric uh, power generation, but I think I am partially correct, not completely. Generation from fuel, generation of electricity from gas is a different thing. You stop it sometimes if it becomes costly, but hydroelectric power, since its production is cheap, it's better to continue the production. Though I'm not an engineer, but that's what my limited knowledge is. So, PM Abiy said that Ethiopia talked to neighboring countries. He did not name. I think he was referring to Eritrea and Somalia, Djibouti too. But no country showed interest. So Ethiopia was forced to sign this agreement, this MOU with Somaliland. What did he mean? Does he mean that if neighboring countries show interest in giving Ethiopia access to sea, Ethiopia would withdraw from the MOU? Did he mean that? And he said Ethiopia is not against unity of Somalia. These are very important comments. Somaliland must be concerned. I said 2 days ago. I said that Somalilanders should not see Ethiopia or Ethiopians as fast friends, as no matter what happens, Ethiopia won't withdraw from the MOU. I said if Ethiopian government got a better offer, Ethiopian government would go with the better offer. It would withdraw from them. That was my analysis. And what I heard in terms of from the Prime Minister today in the past, again, I would reiterate what I said 2 days ago. That Ethiopia will definitely withdraw from the MOU with Somaliland if Somalia made a better offer to Ethiopia, if Djibouti made a better offer to Ethiopia, if Eritrea made a better offer to Ethiopia. This is what PM Abiy hinted at today, I think. I said 2 days ago, Somaliland should demand clarity from Ethiopia. I said Somaliland should. Someone is saying bad connection. Can you hear me? Okay. I said 2 days ago, Somaliland should demand clarity from Ethiopia. Ethiopian government, it should bind Ethiopia to some sort of schedule, to some time duration about signing of agreement. Ethiopia could change its mind soon if a better offer comes. Better offers are being presented to Ethiopia. Djibouti sent a special message to Ethiopian Prime Minister. Somalia now in talks with Ethiopia. It offered a port. Ethiopia refused. Talks again will be held in September. Eritrea silent. They'll be waiting for the things to unfold. That is why coming days or weeks crucial. Kira joined to welcome Kira. Kira is a member too. Special welcome to you, Kira. And by the way, one piece of information I want to share with you is that when Farmajo was in power, former president of Somalia, Abdullah Farmajo, Ethiopia was on good terms with Farmajo. If you remember, Farmajo of Somalia, Abiy of Ethiopia, Sasavuk of Eritrea signed a trilateral regional cooperation agreement. And back then, Ethiopia signed a pact with Somalia too. Ethiopia wanted access to sea through Somalia. The two countries agreed on working on 4 ports in Somalia. It was in 2018 or 2019, I think. 5 to 6 years ago, Ethiopia and Somalia signed this agreement. But then Farmajo had to go, new government came to power of Hassan Sheikh. Eritrea Ethiopia relations deteriorated. Isasef Vuki, Abiy got out of touch. Isasef Vuki and Hassan Sheikh developed good ties. Isasef Vuki isolated Abiy. He formed a partnership with Al Burhan of Sudan, Hassan Sheikh of Somalia. Hassan Sheikh then did not show flexibility to Ethiopia about the implementation of that agreement, which Ethiopia signed with Somalia when Farmajo was in power. That is what PM Abiy was referring to. That since Somalia showed no flexibility, that is why Ethiopia was forced to sign this MOU with Somaliland. Question is, if Somalia shows flexibility now, will Ethiopia retreat from its MOU with Somaliland? This is the question. And if it does, what would be its impact on Ethiopia-Somaliland relations? What would be the credibility of Ethiopian government, Ethiopia be? Darni says we may hear Eritrea and Ethiopia mending their differences. Who knows, they are talking behind the scenes. If it happens, Ethiopia would have more to choose from. Now, Agonafir gave me some educative comments. What were those educative comments? Let's read for the education of all the viewers and for me as well, obviously. Now, his educative comment is that dictator Abiy needs the dollar to buy weapons. Eritrea, Pearl of Red Sea says, do you think Abiy toned down his sea access claim? No, no. He reiterated Ethiopian position. He said that Ethiopia needs access to sea. That's a matter of survival for Ethiopia, keeping in view Ethiopian economy. He did not tone down his claim about access to sea. He only said that Ethiopia respects unity of Somalia. It does not want to split Somalia, but it wants access to sea. Somalia did not show flexibility, did not agree to talk to Ethiopia. Ethiopia was forced to sign this MOU with Somaliland. Orom Ticha says, Mr. Sajid, today no many accusations against you because Brigade Nehamedo is disbanded. Feel free. Disbanded? Did you disband them? Dark Star says, greetings, Sajid. I have heard Tigray militias have been told to leave southern contested region by ENDF and they have already started leaving. Well, I heard about some of the units leaving Alamata 3 days ago, but I was in the process of confirmation. I wanted to confirm it. But they have taken over large parts of southern zone, I think. Southern zone is not main issue for them. Main issue for them maybe is Wolkayat and Salemti. Salemti, their IDPs are entering there, no militias entering there, no armed men entering there. Wolkayat, so far, status quo. So 33 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat session. It was good to be with you. I covered two topics. I told you about Tefera Mamo. He has joined Fano. A video has been released. He can be seen in the company of Fano fighters. Secondly, Ethiopia today accused Somalia that since Somalia did not show interest in talking to Ethiopia about access to sea, that is why Ethiopia was forced to sign MOU with Somaliland. Question is, if Somalia offers sea access to Ethiopia, will Ethiopia withdraw from the MOU with Somaliland? This is the question. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye.